Hello, everybody. This is Sarah here, and sadly, this is my last midweek message for the Golden Cap team. I feel like I ought to say something profound, but instead, I want to show you this. This lovely little thing, this snowdrop, is the first snowdrop that's popped up in my garden up at the vicarage in Dragon's Hill. I expect Ginny's got lots and lots in her garden already. I think we get a lot of the wind and the rain up here coming off the sea, so they're not as early. But it's really beautiful, isn't it? Snowdrops herald the sign of spring. They're the first flowers really to appear, so it's no wonder that they are associated with hope and renewal and new life. But the Victorians, well, they were very superstitious. And they would never have brought a snowdrop into their house because for them it symbolised death, probably because there were so many snowdrops in their churchyards. So quite often you'll see snowdrops on bereavement cards, especially those going back to Victorian times. So bereavement services have snowdrops as their symbols. Funny that, isn't it? Two opposites. There's all sorts of myths from different European countries about snowdrops. I quite like the Christian mythology ones. There's a myth about Eve. Eve, when she was banished from the Garden of Eden, she sat down in the freezing cold and she started to cry. And apparently an angel took pity on her and he breathed on a snowflake which fluttered down in front of Eve and landed at her feet, and it grew into a beautiful snowdrop. Sometimes snowdrops or snowbells are called candle bells. And it reminds me that this weekend, on the 2nd of February, we will be celebrating Candle Mass. It was a tradition before electric lights that the whole community on Candlemas would bring the candles that they were going to use in church throughout the year and the candles at home, I suppose. And there would be a lovely big procession, and the priest would bless them for use in church and at home. Hence the name candle bells. I suspect in the churchyard they looked like a lot of candles. And it all comes from the story of Jesus being presented in the temple, and that lovely bit when Simeon takes baby Jesus in his arms, and we have that beautiful canticle, the Nunc Dimittis, where Simeon says that Jesus is the light of the world. This is the light for the Gentiles. It's full of hope and new life and of renewal. The procession in church would start at the altar, and then it would go to the font, and then it would process out of the door, taking the light of Christ with them. So it's my prayer for you as I leave the benefice that you will be light to your communities, that you will bring the presence of God, that you'll bring all the things that a snowdrop brings, hope and renewal and love and joy, and that you will herald the new life that you find in Jesus. Amen.